Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Grizzly Bear Sims YouTube channel, and welcome back to Mountain Valley Farm. Now, this is episode number 21, and I do realize that we have jumped time just a little bit between episode 20 and 21. 20, we were somewhere in summer, and now we have sort of miraculously, magically, I don't know what you want to call it, but we have jumped to early autumn, simply because we just don't have much to do on this map with regards to anything other than taking care of the animals at the particular point in time that we found ourselves in stuck in this midsummer time frame. And so I guess also I must say that playing at just 5x speed versus playing at the 15x speed that I am used to playing with the challenge is also somewhat different. It's different in both directions. It's both a good difference and it's sort of a bad difference as well. Just simply because when we don't have a whole lot to do, time just kind of stands still. So power food at 5,924, that'll be good for now. We will most likely mix some more power food up for them off camera and get them topped up there for fall. But we are going to start our harvest today. I am so itching to do a harvest. It has been, even though we did a harvest on year one of the challenge, it had been quite some time since we had actually done a harvest, wrong year. And let me see if I can sort of back this around our brand new tipper trailer. Yes, this is similar tipper trailer to what we used in the challenge, or at least the first year of the challenge. We did upgrade our tipper at some point to a different tipper, the Rendazzo model, when we were going to do some scoop up wood chips. That's what I'm trying to say. But that has just not been very fun for me, and it's a very slow process, and well, I'm just pretty much over it. So we are not going to be doing that anymore. So I also installed the I guess the sideboards for this rig. Now the sideboards do not necessarily increase the capacity of our tipper, so but I just thought I would change the looks of it just a little bit. So let's go ahead and go over and get in our combine. This is the brand new combine that we picked up and brought up here several episodes ago. I can't remember just how long ago that was. And this is the little New Holland. Go ahead and back it out of the garage here. And we have a header for it somewhere. I think I may have left the header on the header trailer, so hopefully it's pointed in a direction that's going to work out for us. Otherwise, we may have to get the tractor and come around and move the header trailer. I can't remember what position I left it in, but we'll just go with the flow, right? So it is good to have these crops in, and of course it's pointing, the header trailer is pointing in the wrong direction. So without a hitch on this guy, we're going to need to move that around. So I tell you what, let's just turn this off. We're going to tab into our pickup. We're going to use our pickup, that way we don't have to disconnect the tractor, and the pickup will move the header trailer just fine. So hope you all are having a wonderful day. Hope you're still enjoying this series. I'm enjoying playing it. I will have to admit though that maybe, just maybe, I am sort of because of the challenge, and it's not necessarily the fault of the challenge per se, as it is just, you know, I've been doing so much of the challenge map in recent time that maybe I'm slightly burned out. I don't know on Farm Sim. We're going to see if we can hit that there. Maybe, just maybe. I don't even know. I think this will go through the gate. So this exercise might be for naught here if we can't get this header through the gate, but I think we can. So we'll just have to see. All right, so we'll ease up to our header trailer, or to the header trailer, and to the header, and grab a hold of this guy, lift him out, and then of course we will unfold our combine. Now hopefully I didn't mess up. I'm hoping that this pipe will be tall enough, and I think it will be. I guess we'll find out whenever it comes time to actually empty this guy, whether or not we have enough room between the pipe and the top of the tipper trailer with those sideboards on. But if we don't, for whatever reason, that's easily installed. Or easily corrected. We'll just go get a really big hammer and we will fix that. So we need, obviously we need swaths. So we're going to basically, we need to go this other direction, don't we? So that we are on the outside of the, yeah, like this. Back up here just a little bit. I'm a little bit perfectionist with my swaths, so we'll go ahead and turn on our combine, and we're going to do the work, at least for now. Most likely I will switch over. Let me take a look and see if we've got disabled. No, we want straw swaths because we need straw. I think we've got 2 bales of straw left in the barn, and that's it. So yeah, we're gonna need straw. So this is where we're going to get it, obviously. It's good to be harvesting again. We're coming up on fall harvest in the challenge for the second year. I'm in sort of, well, I've actually passed the halfway point, oddly enough. We just recorded episode number 36, which marked the, or I live streamed episode number 36, which marked the halfway point for us for the challenge. That was sort of an accomplishment. And as I was telling people on the live stream, you know, I never begin anything without the intention of actually completing it. But I think as time went on, from say episode number 1 of the challenge to episode, 5 and 10 and 15, I began thinking to myself, can I actually complete this? Can I actually complete all 72 episodes of this challenge? Now, it was certainly something that I wanted to do. It was certainly something that I wanted to be able to do and say, yes, I achieved this. Yes, I did this, and it's a great thing. And either I won it, or I came in second, or came in third, or whatever. I'm going to give it my hardest try to win. Obviously, because I've got some great fans that have been cheering me on and sort of helping me stay focused, and occasionally providing some tips and stuff, and had some remarkable, I think I had sort of polled for ideas or suggestions, and I had some remarkable tips and stuff that folks provided to me in the chat, and did some of these things. We'll let the straw empty out here. Did some of these things. Some things just can't really do because it's going to end up costing a little bit more money than maybe what I want to shell out, and we're not going to get as big a return on investment on it as we normally would. And I'm starting to think that this combine is a bit smaller than I thought it was going to end up being. It's going to take a little while to do these fields, but that's not a problem. So it's sometimes nice to use smaller equipment, especially when we have the luxury of smaller fields. But yeah, this is going to take a little while with this small header. I think when I chose this combine, I might have sort of underestimated, or maybe overestimated the actual working width, and how quickly it would make it would basically make light work of this. It's gonna be a little more involved, but that's okay. We have a hired worker that we will hire, and that will help us out, and that'll be a good thing, obviously. So also by now you may already know, because I'm guessing that this video is going to come out before, that my new series is going to come out before this video is what I'm trying to say. But Car Mechanic Simulator 18 did come out on Steam about a week ago. I guess it was available for prime time, or official release, or whatever you want to call it. There has been some challenges. The dev team has been working through those quite diligently, and it's pretty solid, I think, now. I mean, there's still some, I think they still need to optimize some stuff. They're obviously going to make some changes. Can we get this last little bit in here? No, we cannot. Okay. So we are full, so we're going to need to go pipe out, and we're going to jump out and go get our tractor and bring him around. And hopefully this trailer is going to be not going to be too tall to actually get under the pipe. But again, like I said, if it is not a problem, we've got a big hammer. We can pull those out. I need to get in cab so I can see where I'm going. And we're going to have to kind of drive through the crop here just a bit to get over here and pull the trailer through the gate. And let's see. Oh yeah, that looks like it was made for it. It looks like it was made for it. I do miss the farmer's touch in the challenge. We're unable to use the game extension mod in the challenge series, and oops. All right, pipe in, stop, and off we go again. That straw there. So hopefully we'll get fairly decent. Decent straw yield off this. Obviously, we're going to need straw for winter. We've got, like I said, we've got 2 bales of it, and that is not near enough to get us through winter and into spring, and basically back around to essentially this time frame. So my hope is that the straw that we get off of the wheat field here and the barley field that's in front of us will be enough. And then of course we've got our 2 canola fields. Those don't produce straw, of course, but we've got those to harvest, and then we have our soybean fields down below. So lots to do, and of course, thankfully, unlike our challenge weather forecast, our weather forecast is actually kind of cooperative for us with regards to what we have to do. I would hope that between this game day and the next game day, which would be game day tomorrow, what you see there is Sunday, I would hope that we would actually be able to harvest all of these fields here on top. So basically wheat, barley, and canola, get all those harvested, and then basically start on the soybeans when they come in. Of course, the weather forecast might mean that we might be harvesting soybeans on Tuesday there, but should be able to get it all done. And if worst case scenario, we can harvest them on the last day of fall. Weather forecast looks okay there, but I tell you, we're shaping up for another bad winter on the challenge map, and that just has me just a bit nervous, virtually nervous, of course. But yeah, we're not going to be able to do much with regards to hauling logs and stuff like that, because if we have as much snow as we had last year, the first year, that means that winter game day 6 and spring game day 1, so basically the last game day of the second year and the first game day of the third year and the last year is going to almost put us out of commission with regards to some of those tasks. I think we can just sort of carve our way right into this here. Not have to move the tipper. I do like this map. I have made a decision that we are only, and I know I have gone back and forth on this, but I think you can take this to the bank, that we are only going to play Mountain Valley Farm 1 year. And so we probably, because we don't have as much to do, obviously the next few episodes are going to be about harvesting. I will at least show the harvest. You know, we'll do some off-camera work after we hit our 30 minutes here with this episode, and I'll finish up the wheat field. May even do the barley off-camera as well, and then we'll come back for whatever the next episode is going to be, and probably do the canola field, and sort of then do the off-camera stuff, just so that you don't get bored with the same stuff over and over. I can't really do that with the challenge map. My chair is squeaky and I apologize for that. I can't really do that with the challenge map simply because everything has to be live streamed with the challenge, and unfortunately I'm doing a lot of forestry, and I will most likely not do forestry in Farm Sim 17 again, unless it's just cutting down the odd tree or something. I think I'm even a little bit burned out on forestry as well, but it's a good money maker, and you know, it's kind of helping to sustain us in the challenge, keep us out there and keep us competitive. You know, we've yet, as of this date, and by the way, I'm recording this episode on the 6th of August, Sunday, and we don't have much going on. There's a bit of a cool front that's come through Denver again, second one, and it's basically within the span of just a few days, which is nice. I'm not complaining. So it's a bit cool today, and just enjoying doing some stuff inside. I had quite a few little projects that I did yesterday, Saturday, the 5th of August. I actually had to work on my air conditioning unit. Strangely enough, I think I may have mentioned this a few weeks ago or something. I may have talked about the fact that the capacitor on one of our AC units tends to go out about once every 2 years, and it always happens either on the weekend or especially a holiday weekend. And we have a home warranty coverage for all of our appliances and all of our big ticket items, things like the AC units and the furnaces and stuff like that. We have home warranty on those, and it's been great because it's basically no deductible, and we've had so many different things serviced that we have more than paid for the coverage. But unfortunately, I didn't realize this until about 2:30 yesterday afternoon, 2:30 Saturday afternoon. And the last time this went out, and this thing has gone out about 6 times since we have lived here, and I've watched the guy change the capacitor out each time. Oops, we're full. I wasn't paying attention. So I've watched the guy change the capacitor out, like I said, about 6 times or so. And we're gonna tab over to our tractor here, and so I decided, I've got a little bit of a electrical and electronics background and everything, and so I decided, well, I'm going to do this myself because essentially we need to get this done. We need the AC in the upstairs. The upstairs, obviously, as you know, heat rises and all that good stuff. So, oops. We got to kind of come under the edge here like that. All right. So, as you know, then heat rises and all that good stuff. So, but I went to, we have a plumbing and a sort of a plumbing and HVAC shop, and I pulled the capacitor off the AC unit. Like I said, I've seen the guys do this many times, and even though the last time that this thing went out, I said I was going to buy an extra one and keep it, but saw them do this, and I went ahead and pulled the capacitor off, took it into the HVAC, plumbing and HVAC store, and basically said, you have one of these? And they're like, yep, we sure do. And I said, okay, I'll take two. And so basically bought two of them. So I've got one for spare, and obviously installed one of them. And we contacted our home warranty service, because obviously I wanted to call them to cancel the service request, which the service request would not have come here until most likely until Monday or Tuesday. So we would have had to have gone through Monday night and Sunday night without upstairs AC. And again, heat rises and everything, and it's much hotter in the upstairs portion of our house. And yesterday, by the way, was 95 degrees here in Denver, so it's much cooler today. But you know, we do have warm temps, and so anyway, bought two. But we also contacted the home warranty department to cancel the service request, and we said, hey, by the way, we went ahead and did this repair ourselves. Can we send you the invoice for the parts and you reimburse us? And they're like, absolutely. So it's actually cheaper for them, because they avoid the markup of whatever a repair tech would actually charge for one of these parts, which I'm sure, let's see, I paid $35 for the capacitor at the sort of the plumbing and HVAC store. So my guess is that the markup would be double, if not maybe triple that price. So again, the warranty company is getting off cheaper that way. And then also the labor cost, because I'm sure the labor service call to come out on a Monday or a Tuesday obviously is not as expensive as it would be over the weekends. I don't think they cover that type of service, but in any event, it's cheaper. It got us back in the cool again, which was obviously a good thing. And so yeah, took 5 minutes to basically pull the part off, 15 minutes to drive to the plumbing and HVAC store. It took about 5 minutes waiting at the counter, at the parts counter, and then got the part, 15-minute drive back home. Within roughly 10 minutes, the part was installed, the unit was all buttoned back up, and you know, essentially the AC unit was once again pumping out cool air to our upstairs. All right, let's see. We're gonna bring a left shift H. We're gonna hire a worker. Actually, let's hire that worker down here, and we'll make them active side. Oh, that's okay, we can do it like that. So F1, so left shift H, and we'll just turn them off, and then that way we're using just the hire a worker, like that, and then we'll tab out of him and get into our tractor here, and we will go and empty this guy, and then come back around. Yeah, it doesn't, I wish it increased the capacity of the tipper. I think that would be kind of cool. I guess it does sort of graphically add, you know, the layers up to the top, but unfortunately it doesn't change the capacity of the tipper. It would be nice, because obviously that's what it would do in the real world. So our first grain harvest, our first grain going into our silo here on Mountain Valley Farm. What a remarkable year this has been for us here. 300 and something trees we cut down, and getting all the fields plowed and defined and plowed, I should say, and basically getting everything ready for the first harvest. Incredible. So they should be getting, oh, he's at 65%. We'll come alongside here have him empty out into us. I have to be careful because the side does get in the way just slightly. It's been a little while since I've actually done this, since we've actually harvested something. So future maps for my farm sim coverage on my channel, I don't know. The map that I had my eyes on is still not released for prime time, and there's no indication as to when that is going to happen. We'll go ahead and let him, I think he's done. There's no indication as to when that would happen, so that's a bit unfortunate. The other map that I guess I'm looking at, or sort of maybe slightly salivating over maybe, is the new West Coast map that is the mutual combined efforts of Bullet Bill and Oxygen David. If you have not seen the previews for that, you basically need to go and check that out. Eustace Farmer did a wonderful, wonderful job on covering the basically covering the new map, and it's not yet released as of this particular point in time, but hopefully it will be soon. And we're just going to grab a screenshot right quick. And yeah. All right, well folks, about 26 minutes in, there is no way that we're going to get the rest of this field harvested within even 35 or 40 minutes of video time. It's probably going to be at least another probably 30 minutes to do the rest of this field. And so I will cut the video here. This will pretty much conclude episode number 21 of Mountain Valley Farm. As I said before, I will come back with episode number 22, and we will most likely begin maybe the next task that we need to kind of worry about on this game day, and of course that will be getting this straw baled. We're not going to take a chance of leaving the straw out here on the ground, because even though we've got sunshine today and sunshine tomorrow, we don't want to lose any of it, and so we will basically bale this straw same game day, and I will do that on camera because we have not baled straw yet in this series, so I will do that on camera, and we will just continue to have fun here on this map as the combine is a bit noisy. And thank you all again for watching. I do appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in and watching the challenge live streams as well. That's really cool. Also hope you enjoyed the new content. I'll try to get Car Mechanic Simulator content out on a weekly basis, once a week. So that will maybe mean that there'll be 4 videos coming out from my channel per week: 2 farm sim, a truck sim, either ATS or ETS2, and then maybe a Car Mechanic Simulator, and we'll see how that goes. All right, folks, thank you all so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and come back again real soon to the Grizzly Bear Sims YouTube channel. Thank you, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.